Hey everyone, Mosh here again. When you play the Game of Thrones, you know how to finish the sentence because I don't. This is Game of Thrones, 2nd edition, German version. We get this on Christmas, actually, from my fiance's brother. I have no idea what Game of Thrones is about. I haven't read Songs of Fire and Ice. I haven't watched the series, and I just found out that in Germany we call it Der Eiserne Thron, the Iron Throne, instead of Game of Thrones. But that won't stop me from enjoying a good game. First, however, let's have a look at the components. Okay. So, fart noise. Okay, so George R.R. Martin's Game of Thrones. Now, as we go into this, I would once again like to reiterate, I know nothing, not even a little, about Game of Thrones. In fact, I have prepared a list of things I know about Game of Thrones. Here it is. Alright, now let's have a look. This is the instruction booklet. It is long. It is a thick booklet, and that doesn't really surprise me, because I've been told that this is somewhat more of a complex game. So that's something you should play with actual gamers and not something you bring out with your family. Books are good quality. It's nice and colorful, and I will not read it on camera because that would be boring as all hell. So let's see here. So these are the classic Fantasy Flight token sheets. I'll punch these out later. Let's just look here. Oh, what's this? This seems to be the game board, and apparently it's laminated. Okay. I'll remove this later too, and we have, oh, that's interesting. We have this. I'm pretty sure what I have here are player stands. Oh, wait. Okay, apparently you can use those to hide your tokens. So I think these represent the different houses. So we have House Rosebud, House Stag with really long antlers, House Rar, I'm a Lion. This is, well, I suppose this is House Ye Cthulhu Tang. House Angry Sun with a spear, and that's the reason why it's angry. And House Look, It's a Wolf. So yeah, these are the guys you can play apparently. And well, the cardboard is a little flimsy, but this is not a game you play with children, so I don't think that's a big problem. Apparently House Rosebud is called House Tyrell. And well, I'm putting those away. This is, of course, as you can see, this is a house tie. What you do with it, you gather your houses and you put a tie on it. See? Little necktie, I suppose. So, what else do we have here? We have cards, tiny Fantasy Flight cards, and regular sized cards. Attention viewers, this is Mosh from the future. In a few minutes, my past self will find out that he forgot to review the cards. So, I will do what my past self was unable to do and look at the cards. First, we have the regular sized cards. Those are different cards, actually. We have Mammoth Skull cards, which are actually, well, you know, all the Fantasy Flight cards are the same, basically. So if you've ever had a card from a Fantasy Flight game in your hand, this feels exactly the same. Yeah, sometimes there are... Some games have better quality cards, but those, you know, you're not playing it with children. So, what is this? This is the Mammoth Skull card deck, as I've already said, and it has Wildling Victory and Night Watch Victory. I will not look at the cards yet. I don't want to know exactly what they do, and I don't want to ruffle through them. The reason for this, I have said this already, I like to be surprised in my games. I'm not spoiling my fun by knowing what cards there are. Okay. We have cards number 3. The Wildlings attack Westeros. That doesn't sound like a good card. We have cards number 2. Okay. Now, this is a card that allows you to barter for positions. Why not? And we have card number 1, and I suppose... Card number 1. Supply. I don't know what these do, and I don't really care right now. And we have one card for... No, we have several cards for each house, actually. We have a Kraken card with Urine Crow Eye or something. Has a sword under him. It's good then, I suppose. We have the Red Viper. Oh, he has 2 swords, and also he has some kind of tower. So I suppose he's 1 sword and a tower better than Euron, whatever. I'm not gonna look at those cards, I'm just gonna assume they are heroes, generals, or something along these lines. There are quite a lot of those. Let's pull out another random one and make fun of him. This is Salador San. This guy has the most ostentatious bird I have ever seen, and I love this bird and want it for myself. He also has an awesome hat, and he has all-around awesome clothes. I want those, and I fully intend to wear those when I go grocery shopping. Okay, those are the cards. I'm going to put these away now. Hope you enjoyed seeing me scratch myself there. Okay, moving to the tiny cards. I don't know why Fantasy Flight does this. Seriously, I really don't like the size. I know why they did this in Mansions of Madness. In Mansions of Madness, the cards had to fit into the rooms. They didn't want to print tokens, they printed the tiny cards. I can understand this. But why do you need tiny cards here? I don't know. So these are all the same kind of cards, apparently. Those are bloody, dirty, shield on the ground cards. And they are kind of boring on the back side. This is a +0 card. +0 is the same as -0, so it's 0. This is a +1 and or tower card. So I assume it gives you +1 and a tower. Yes, I studied. This is +2. I will stop this now. So now you know the cards. Back to my older self. What we don't have are any pawns. I don't think this is played with markers exclusively, so I'm gonna do the thing. Always do that when you buy a Fantasy Flight game, or in my case, a Heidelberger game. So these are the pawns. There are quite a lot of those. So let's have a look. Let's start here. They are in player colors. They have a nice granite effect, and they're plastic. I suppose this seems to be, I don't know. I'm just guessing that this is one soldier. I guess it's a soldier. So then we have what's this? That could... Oh no, that's I wanted to say that's probably a boat, but it's not. See, it's a horsey. It's a little horse. So yeah, that's probably a knight or some kind of cavalry. Then we have A horrible cross between a granite shoe and an iron. These are probably boats, maybe? I'm claiming those are boats. And last, maybe least, I don't know, we have this. This could be a siege tower, I suppose? I think that's a siege tower. So, guy on a siege tower. Does that work? Come on. Guy on a siege tower, knight on a boat. He's on a boat. Great, I'm so happy I did this. And let's open up the other stuff. So I suppose this is the game board. Now, this is probably a map of the lands of
Westeros,
because I knew how these, what these are called. So let's open it up. Okay. So, oh, this is... Okay, this is kinda big. Whoa! Oh man. That's a big board. Can you see that? I don't know. Whoa. Okay, that kinda reminds me, I don't know, I think Arkham Horror isn't quite as big. I'm not some kind of grognard or something. I don't play war games, so I'm not used to those huge maps. But yeah, there's a lot of space for troop movement, and I guess with number of houses that are in there, I think 6, looks like about 6, 2, 4, 6, 6, I think, that's pretty much 6 spaces, probably 6 houses. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's enough room to maneuver. I kind of have to move this here so I can see. Okay, we have wildlings up here. A wildling track. I don't know what a wildling track is. Probably some northern barbarians that threaten our homeland. Wait, this is not cooperative, right? No, I think that's not cooperative. So you're probably not defending against wildlings, or maybe you are. I don't know. I haven't read anything and I don't know anything about it. But I'm very happy that I have it. I will play it. So, wildlings, we have influence, the Iron Throne. See, now I know that there's an Iron Throne in the game. The principalities, I'd say, and the court of the king. The principalities are symbolized by a blade, and the court of the king is a raven. I don't know, has the king anything to do with the ravens? Probably because there is a raven. We have supplies, we have a round count. Okay, so this game runs for 10 rounds and then it's over, I suppose. And victory points. And, oh, the map. Seem to be symbols for supplies, for crowns. I suppose that's political influence. I'm just guessing here. So there are 2 kinds of castles. And yeah, I have no idea what this all is, but I like the way the map is. It's somewhat stylized. I don't know how easy this is to see. It's slightly stylized, and it kind of works for me, you know. This feels as if you're actually planning a war, as if you're really planning a troop movement. Now that I look at it, because it looks slightly realistic, but slightly stylized. I don't know how to explain that. I don't know, it looks good. The board is sturdy too. And yeah, I have no complaints about it. Now let's see if I can fold it back together. I can. Go me. Now, a look at the token sheets. I suppose they are of FFG quality, because this is a Fantasy Flight game. And I generally have good experiences with their token sheets. Okay, what do we have here? We have, I think that is supply. This is the proof of purchase. The proof of purchase thingy. I still don't know what you use it for, but I'm so happy that Fantasy Flight supplies it with every game. I think these are house markers. This is House Rosebud, House Angry Sun, House EAF Cthulhu. This is House Yay I'm a Wolf, this is House Ra Lion, and this is House Stag with Large Antlers. We have, I think those are provinces, something. We have more markers. I don't know what any of this is, but down here, this looks very interesting. So this apparently is the Iron Throne itself. This is what this game is about. Let's punch it out. Okay. It looks, well, swordy, bladed, spiky even. I like the artwork, that's nice. The cardboard is nice and thick, and it was easy to punch out, and nothing ripped. So, no rip and tear, rip and tear, rip and tear. That's what usually happens with Fantasy Flight. They have good token sheets. Now I have two more things. I have a sword, which for some reason isn't printed on. And I'm gonna look like the biggest idiot when I turn it over now and find out it's printed on the back side. Yes, it is. So this is a sword, maybe for stabbing, maybe for hitting, maybe for cutting cheese. Nobody knows. And we have here, I suppose this, because I'm a clever fellow and I looked at the board, I suppose this is a raven. It's a raven. Yes. So apparently, we have the Iron Throne, the Principalities, the whatever those are called, and the King's Court. So I suppose these are the markers you would take when you have more influence or have won something there, I guess. As somebody who has no idea about the story, I didn't expect to see the actual Iron Throne in it, because, well, you know, I thought the Iron Throne would be like a MacGuffin. Apparently you can actually reach the Iron Throne, so yeah, that's good, I guess. What do we have here? We have more tokens for the different houses, and this. This is a thing. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, and it has 3, 2, 1, and 0 stars. This is a very important part of the game. Moving on. And the next token sheet is kind of boring. Those are... Oh, it's not! Look at this. These are counters for the different houses, but on the back side... Aha! I think the way the game is played is that everyone gives orders to his troops, and those are carried out simultaneously. And I'm pretty sure these are the secret orders. What orders do we have? We have burn it to the ground, randomly become king, punch people in the face, wear your helmet, goddamn fools, and go chop down some trees. Yes. This looks daunting. To someone who has no idea what he's about to embark on, this looks very daunting. This is a thick rule book, and there are many different tokens, and I can't really make heads or tails of the board quite yet. But I'm a clever fella, I'm pretty sure I can work this out. And yeah. Actually, I've already planned the game. This Sunday. It's Monday now, and the end of the week I will have to have learned this. Because that's when we're gonna play. With people who know the whole story. Everybody in the world seems to have watched the series and read the books, except for me. But I'm the one with the game. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.